Hello everyone. My name is Craig Merriweather, and I'm a hypnotherapist. And I really appreciate you coming and spending your Saturday morning with me. Um, we're going to work on sleep. That's a big issue for a lot of people, and the issue, one of the issues with sleep, of course, there's so many different reasons why you could be getting a bad night's sleep. We're going to go through some of those, but as I was saying just before I started, hit the record button, that this is mostly going to be processes. So I'm going to spend about maybe 10 minutes or so talking about sleep, the reasons why we need to be getting good sleep. This is information you can find on the internet, so I'm not going to get into that too deeply. I did want to start off with a quote, and this quote is from Dr. Laurie Santos, and she's a cognitive scientist and a professor of psychology at Yale University. And she teaches that happiness course. Maybe you've heard of that one. It's got a lot of press because it's the most popular course in the history of Yale. And something like 25% of Yale students take it. And she'll have these classes of 1,200 people, and they have to go to the concert hall to teach this happiness class. It's actually called Psychology and the Good Life. And she has this quote. She says, when people find out I teach a class about happiness, they usually ask for the Cliff Notes version. What are my top 10 tips or top 5 tips? Some people will even go straight to the point. What's one thing I can change in order to be happier? When my Yale students ask me this, my answer is always the same. Get some sleep. Having a solid 8 hours of sleep is the foundation on which all the other happiness habits rest. If you're exhausted, you're not going to make progress on any of the happiness topics in this class. So sleep is super important, and we're going to do, like I say, do some processes today to help relax the body. Of course, at the end of them, I'm going to do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wake up. If you go to that short link that I put into the chat room, the aziht.com/sleep, you actually have some recordings that you can use as you're falling asleep, and they don't do the wake up. They just allow you to move into deep, restful sleep. So we're going to do some processes here today to allow the mind and body to relax and rest. So have a place where you can listen and relax, maybe if a recliner or a couch or a bed, if it's on the floor with a yoga mat or a futon, something. It's a place where you can be comfortable, place where you're not going to be disturbed by dogs or cats or children or anything like that. And I think the importance of sleep was really put into the conscious mind of the world when Michael Jackson died. And if you were around back then and were aware of that situation, he was preparing for this big concert, a series of concerts in London. He was in LA prepping, or Vegas, I think, prepping for this big show he was going to do to help deal with some of his financial debt. He's 50 years old at the time. This was back in, I think, 2009. Anyway, he passed away due to just a lot of different issues. But in the wrongful death suit that happened back in 2013, one of the big issues that came up for him during the trial was that he wasn't getting decent sleep. He was a famous insomniac, and especially when he was stressed about concerts or film production, video production, or recordings and things like this, he wouldn't be able to sleep. And so he was using this surgery anesthetic called propofol. And what they were finding out in this wrongful death case in the trial is, he said the singer suffered from almost total sleep deprivation because of this propofol he was using, which he used for 60 days straight. And what propofol does is it brings on like a coma-like, a drug-induced coma, which is different from sleep. And this is why you use it for surgeries and things. You put somebody in a coma so you can do these surgeries and then they come out of it. But it's not sleep. It doesn't satisfy the body's need for sleep, and it dissipates the sleep drive, and it leads to massive sleep deficiency. And so Michael Jackson may be the only human to go 2 months without REM sleep, rapid eye movement. And that's vital to keep the brain and body alive. Now, the 60 nights that he was being administered propofol to treat his insomnia, no one's ever done before. No one has ever done. You're only supposed to use that for like a few hours, maybe 8-hour surgery if it's something serious, and then that's it. He was used it for 60 days straight, 2 months. And one of the quotes from the trial was, the symptoms that Mr. Jackson was exhibiting were consistent with what someone might expect to see someone suffering from total sleep deprivation over a chronic period. And it makes you feel refreshed in the morning, as if you experienced genuine sleep, but it didn't happen anyway. He passed away on June 25th, 2009. If he had not died on that night, one of the experts at this trial said he would have probably been dead within another 10 days, just due to the lack of sleep. Lab rats, when they've done experiments with lab rats, died after 5 weeks of getting no rapid eye movement sleep, no REM sleep. It was never tried on a human until his quasi doctor was giving him nightly propofol infusions for 2 months. And the doctor was trying to get him off the propofol when he passed away, but it was too late. His body was just so weakened and exhausted at that point. Anyway, a lot of doctors, unfortunately, think that there's a pill for everything. You go to the doctor, you say, I'm not sleeping well, I'm having these issues, and they just give you Ambien. And that's might be helpful for some people, but there's so many different issues with sleep. Although what doctors are saying, probably about 85–90% of the issues with insomnia and sleep is due to too much cortisol in the body. Now, cortisol is one of the stress hormones the body starts to produce when you're in the stress response, and adrenaline, cortisol. Now, if your body starts producing cortisol towards the end of the day, it's going to override the melatonin that your body is supposed to start producing as it gets dark, and it'll override the melatonin, so the melatonin can get you into that deep, peaceful sleep. There are various reasons. One, obviously, would be anxiety. If you're doing in chronic stress, could be side effects of medication as to why, or treatments you're taking that may be due to insomnia. But majority of people, it's because they're producing too much cortisol. Now, I myself produced cortisol. I hit 50 and a few years ago, and I don't know, you get that menopause or whatever you want to call it. And my body just started producing cortisol in the afternoon. So now I take some supplements and deal with it that way. But if your sleep issues are coming from just chronic stress and anxiety, and the world was already stressful enough, and now since February, March, things are just off the rails. But we also have this idea in our culture that sleep is something that's negotiable, something optional, or we wear as a badge of honor that we only got 4 hours sleep, that we only got 5 hours sleep, and that's not good for the body. All the research states we need an average of 8 hours. Some people maybe 7, some people maybe 9, maybe 10. There was a study done at the University of Oxford and the Royal Society of Public Health a few years ago on sleep deprivation, and found that a lack of sleep, and again, you're not getting somewhere around 8 hours of sleep every night, you might be dealing with a sleep deprivation. But the study found that the lack of sleep affects the body in the same way drinking alcohol does. Maybe you heard about this one. So research found that after 17 hours without sleep, our alertness is similar to the effects of a blood alcohol level of 0.05%, which, according to U.S. law, is considered to be impaired on a legally drunk scale. After 24 hours without sleeping, the body is in the same state it would be in with a blood alcohol level of 0.1%, well beyond the 0.08% alcohol, which identifies somebody as legally drunk. So basically pulling an all-nighter, is just as bad as downing a bunch of beers and getting behind the wheel. So there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of effort with our culture to like really push the idea that we need to get sleep. In fact, there's a eye-opening quote by Reed Hastings, who is the CEO of Netflix. And he was saying that the main competitor of Netflix is sleep. And there's so much going on in our lives to distract us, and especially that thing, if you've done Netflix or maybe some other streaming service, where it instantly starts that next TV show or next movie. You don't get to watch the credits. I mean, you have to press buttons and things to try and figure out how to watch the credits if you want to do that. It just automatically, within 10, 15 seconds, starts the next episode. So I was like, I'll just watch one more. They're only 20 minutes or whatever. All of a sudden, you've watched 5 of them. But however, Jeff Bezos, you may know Jeff Bezos as the owner of Amazon. He is the richest man in the world. He wrote on a website called Thrive Global. He did a little interview. And he says he sleeps for 8 hours every night because it improves his decision-making abilities. And here's the quote that he said about sleep in this interview. 8 hours of sleep makes a big difference for me, and I try hard to make that a priority. For me, it's the needed amount to feel energized and excited. Mostly, as any of us go through our lives, we don't need to maximize the number of decisions we make a day. We don't need to make a ton of decisions. By making a small number of key decisions well, it is more important than making a large number of decisions. So if you're shortchanging your sleep, you might get a couple of extra productive hours, but that productivity might be an illusion. When you're talking about decisions and interactions, quality is usually more important than quantity. That's from just Jeff Bezos, and that guy knows how to, run a company. So, and it's also that idea that if you're recharged, if you're refreshed, if you're renewed each morning, you're going to show up engaged at 100%. And imagine showing up fully recharged and able to engage at 100%. What's that going to do for your family? What's that going to do for your career, your business, your job? What's that going to do for your health? And I'm not going to go big into all the, negative effects of lack of sleep. You can find that on the internet. There's lots of blogs and articles and videos and things like that. But what I want to do with this next 40, 45 minutes is do some processes. And we're going to do a couple of quick ones. And these are ones that I like to do as I'm going off to sleep, because if you only take one thing away from this class, it's that if you're ruminating about your day as you're going to sleep, you're filling your body with those stress chemicals, those brain chemicals that move you into the stress response, the sympathetic nervous system. It's creating that adrenaline, that cortisol. The mind can't tell the difference between what's real and what's imagined. This is why Olympic athletes do that mental rehearsal. They just sit in a chair and imagine doing their event over and over again, because it's firing the same neurons in the same part of the brain. Well, if you're going over and over that phone call from work, or that meeting, or that interaction you had with your in-laws or your elderly parents, or whatever, it's as your mind thinks you're actually back in that situation, and it's creating that chemistry that is now going to flood your body, because once you start that process in your head, it starts to move to the arteries in your brain, which moves down to your heart, which then pumps it through the rest of your body. And that's how the stress response, this is how you're getting more blood into your legs to escape, or your arms to fight. You don't want that as you're going to sleep. So here's this great mind hack. Instead of ruminating about your day, all the things that went wrong and how you could have done stuff better, or angry at that person, instead, move your thoughts to caring, compassion, gratitude, maybe a wonderful trip you're taking, or that you're going to take. Again, your mind can't tell the difference between what's real and what's imagined. So if you're imagining yourself on that beach in that lawn chair with a cool little aqua blue drink with fruit and a little umbrella, it thinks you're there. And what's that going to do for your relaxation state? And so I want to do a couple of quick exercises with you. And again, you can go to that the class notes page on my website and get the full description of these. I'm gonna do these a little quick so we can get to more stuff. But I want to show you how these work and why they're important to do not only in the evening, but also something to do in the morning, as these exercises, these mental exercises, are going to reset your reticular activating system. And this is the system that is constantly looking for danger. And it's there to keep you safe. This bundle of nerves, the brain stem that goes down to your spinal cord and up into your brain, and it's filtering information, but it's looking, its main function is to look for danger. And so but we don't have the kind of dangers that it was really set up for. We're not out hunting and maybe being stalked by a mountain lion or a bear. We don't have marauders coming into our village to steal our horses and our food. We don't have to look for that danger anymore. So you can redirect it. And this is that part of the brain where you decide you want to buy a blue Prius, and all of a sudden you see blue Priuses everywhere because you redirected your reticular activating system, instead of looking for danger, to look for blue Priuses. So now you see them all the time. And then you think, you know what, I don't want a blue Prius because I want to go out into the woods and nature, and so I should maybe get a Jeep. And so now you're not looking for, you don't see blue Priuses anymore. Now you see Jeeps. All of a sudden everybody's driving a Jeep, and you never noticed that before. So you can redirect this system. So instead of looking for danger, why don't you look for, and this sets you up for the rest of the day. Set yourself up to look for blue Priuses. So set yourself up to look for happiness and caring and compassion and gratitude, things to be thankful for. Set yourself up to start looking for things you can be thankful for, and you will find them. Go to sleep with a feeling of gratitude. So I'm going to do these couple processes with you. One is called 3-2-1 reset. I teach everybody this. I do private sessions, hypnotherapy. This is the first thing we do. And everybody should know how to do this. This is a simple technique that takes about 3 or 4 minutes. And it, again, resets your reticular activating system, resets your nervous system. The 3 stands for 3 deep breaths in. This is a signal to your body that you are safe and secure. And you shallow breathe when you're in stress response. So by deep breathing, you're signaling your nervous system, your subconscious mind, that you're safe and you can relax, you can be comfortable. The 2 means 2 crossed arms. Right side of your body is controlled by the left side of your brain. Left side of the body is controlled by the right side of the brain. By crossing, you kind of get this coherence between the 2. And then you're going to give yourself a self-hug. This is what everybody needs. Everybody needs a hug. If you're not getting it from the people in your lives, give it to yourself. It's perfectly all right. And what this starts doing, and here's the mind hack, the brain hack, is this starts creating oxytocin, serotonin, and dopamine. So just by doing this and giving yourself a hug, maybe rubbing your shoulders or your arms and maybe tapping a little bit, get that emotional freedom technique, tapping thing going, you start moving your body out of the stress response into the relaxation response, out of the sympathetic nervous system into the parasympathetic nervous system. Mind can't do 2 things at once. It can't be in the stress response and the relaxation response. So if you are stressed, you can turn off, like a valve, you can turn off that adrenaline and cortisol and turn on oxytocin, serotonin, dopamine, using these little mind hacks. So 3 deep breaths in, 2 arms crossed, and the self-hug, and then 1 minute of quiet. So let's just do this real quick. We won't do it for the full 5 minutes or so. But let's just do it real quick. As you take 3 slow, deep breaths in. If it's comfortable for you, you close your eyes, reduce that visual stimulation. Again, that slow, easy, gentle, deep breathing, a signal to your subconscious mind that you are safe. Give yourself that self-hug, crossing both arms, rubbing your arms if that feels comfortable to you, or tapping if that feels comfortable to you. Just that self-hug, squeezing a little bit, starts that process of creating oxytocin, serotonin, and dopamine. And then you just spend about a minute in quiet inner stillness, it's helpful for you, if you're an auditory person, you can recite a word in your head if that's helpful. Maybe count if that's helpful. Maybe say the word relax or rest or gratitude or love or walking on the beach. I'm walking on the beach. Whatever is helpful for you. If you're a visual person, visualize maybe a candle flame slowly flickering, or you can see the little blue part of the flame at the bottom that's right above the wick, or a gentle stream, or you see a waterfall. If you're a kinesthetic person, you can focus on your breathing. So you inhale and exhale slowly and gently through your nose, or feel your lungs expanding and contracting. And good. And again, that's something you do for about 5 minutes. When you're ready, you can just return to the room you're in, turn to the air you're breathing, and focus on my voice. And I'm going to do another couple processes. That's something you can do. Take about 5 minutes. You do it in the car before you go into work. You do it in the car before you go into the store. You can, for a big meeting, before that phone call you have to make. Again, resetting yourself, coming from a place of being grounded and centered. Do it after work. You sit in the driveway for 5 minutes, or maybe a couple blocks from your house, just to reset before you re-engage with your family and let go of the day. It's a great one to do. Again, you're starting that process of serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin. This other one is called 4-6-8. The 4 is you count 4 on the inhale, hold for a moment, count 6 on the exhale, and you do that 8 times. This is a great one to get you out of the emotional brain and over into the left side logical brain, mathematics, language. Let's just do this one real quick. We'll just do it a couple times. Again, all this information is on the class notes page. So I'll count for the first one, but then you can go through your own rhythm. But on the inhale, you count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for a moment, and on the exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold for a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the inhale. Hold for a moment on the exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Longer on the exhale if you really want to expel all that air that you have in your system. You repeat that at your own rhythm 8 times. Just for time's sake, I want to move up to one more process. I'm going to take a drink here. This is heart coherence. And I'm not going to get too much into science. Again, you can go to class notes for that. But quickly, back in 1999, they found 40,000 neurons, 40,000 brain cells in your heart. And over the last 30 years, as different institutes have been researching this, they found that more information goes from your heart up to the brain. The brain is minion. The brain is worker bee. The heart is queen bee, if you will. And more information goes from your heart up to your brain. And one institute that was developed just to study this phenomenon of brain cells in the heart, called HeartMath, and you can look at heartmath.org, I think. But if you go to my, again, the class notes page, you can get more information about the science on all this. They developed this meditation exercise which helps bring the heart and the brain into coherence. And again, this is a great way to ground yourself, to center yourself so you can make better decisions, tap into that intuition. But this process also opens up 1,300, so that's 1,300 different processes to boost your immune system. Starts creating DHEA, starts creating hormones and proteins and things, so to boost your immune system. And just by doing this process for about 5 minutes, you can increase that process of boosting your immune system goes on for about 6 hours. So we'll just, again, we're not going to do this for the full 5 minutes, but just so you can get an idea of what this is like. Um, Again, that 3 slow, deep breaths in. If it's comfortable for you, you can close your eyes, reduce that visual stimulation. And that slow, gentle, deep breath in, signal to your subconscious mind that you are safe. And you put your focus onto your heart. You imagine that you're breathing slowly and gently in and out of your heart. And if you'd like, you can even touch your heart, put your hand on your heart, whether it's kind of the Pledge of Allegiance, or just a touch or a tap, or maybe even that Buddhist prayer mudra where your thumbs fit nicely in the sternum. I like the tips of my fingers right there in the sternum, fits comfortably there for me. And that touch helps pull your focus to that area wherever you put your touch. Breathe easily and gently. And now bring in feelings of caring and compassion. And it's helpful for you. You can think of somebody, another person in your life, either recently or long ago, that you have feelings of caring and compassion for. Maybe a pet in your life that you have feelings of caring and compassion for. Allow those feelings to move in easily and deeply. They fill you now. And now, on top of that, bring in feelings of gratitude. Maybe gratitude for another person, either recently or long ago, that's in your life. And gratitude for a pet in your life, that pet that gives you unconditional love. Or gratitude for a trip you took, or a dinner with friends, or a piece of advice someone gave you that really opened up your mind to a new way of being. Deep feelings of gratitude. And when you're ready, again, return to this present moment, turn to the room you're in. And that's a process that, if you could do that for 4 or 5 minutes. What I like to do in the morning and in the evening as I'm going to bed, and again, I don't do it every night or morning. I want to say that I'm able to do this every morning. Sometimes I rush out of bed. But as I'm waking up and that light, starts pouring into your room, you open up your eyes, the light starts giving your eyes, the melatonin starts to drop, that uh, chemistry within your body that puts you into that deep sleep starts to diminish, and the serotonin and dopamine starts to get created within your system in the morning as the light moves into your eyes. If you start ruminating about your day, okay, well, this is going to go wrong, that's going to go wrong, I got to get this, that, the other thing, and you start getting into that stress response, you start moving out of the serotonin dopamine over into cortisol and adrenaline. Body can't do 2 things at the same time. It can't be in the relaxation response and the stress response. So this, however, sets you up to have that your reticular activating system look for that blue Prius. As you're going to bed, steep your body in this chemistry of oxytocin, serotonin, dopamine, the feeling state of caring, compassion, and gratitude. Imagine steeping your body in that for 8 hours. Imagine waking up in the morning and setting yourself up to look for that blue Prius of gratitude, of compassion. Meanwhile, your body's being flooded with oxytocin, serotonin, and dopamine. So what I like to do is 3, 2, 1 reset, and then merge into the heart coherence. Because again, heart coherence starts with that 3 deep breaths. And so I'll do 3, 2, 1 reset, 3 deep breaths, self hug, just little inner stillness, some quiet for a minute, and then I'll just move my hand to my heart. start focusing on my heart, and move into the feelings of caring, compassion, and gratitude. It's a great morning routine for me. Evening routine. Do that for 30 days. See what happens. See where your life is. I want to do a couple more processes. This one, we're actually going to anchor relaxation into your life. And we're going to do a process here where you're going to imagine being in a relaxed state. And if that's on a beach somewhere, or if that's remembering when you were 7 and you're sleeping in on a Saturday morning, or you're 18 or 16 and sleeping in on a Saturday morning till 11 a.m., and just feeling that deep relaxation and rest, whatever it is for you. And we're going to anchor that to your index finger and thumb. And so when you feel those deep feelings, you're going to anchor that and press those two together. And then I'm going to ask you to let go. And then we're going to do it again in that feeling state. And then we're also going to anchor what it is for you to go to bed at night. Imagine your bedroom, your bed, what it feels like, what it is to put your head down on the pillow. And we're going to anchor that. I don't know if you can see me or not, but you're going to put your hand on your knee. So that's the anchor for that. And then we're going to put the two together. So we're anchoring you going to bed at night with that deep relaxation of being on the beach, napping, or when you were 7 and just lazily on a break from school, spring break or summer vacation, or when you could just sleep as late as you like, or maybe you're 16, whatever that is for you. And so let's do this process real quick. Again, let's take about 5, 6, 7 minutes, and then we'll do a little bit longer process where I'll add in some suggestions about sleep. So it's comfortable for you. Close your eyes. I want you to go to a place where you felt that deep relaxation. Go to a place, a time, either recently or long ago, where you felt deep state of relaxation. Maybe you're on vacation. Maybe it was over the summer and you were on summer break from school. Maybe you were 8 years old or 15 years old or 20 years old. You had that lazy summer day of didn't have to be anywhere, and you could sleep late, sleep till 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., noon. You just felt refreshed and ready to go. And if that was a vacation on the beach or in the mountains or wherever that was for you, that deep feeling of relaxation. Once you have that, I want you to press your index finger and thumb together. I want you to press your index finger and thumb together. Feeling that relaxation move throughout your body. And now release it. Release that feeling state. And now I want you to think and imagine that it's evening, it's nighttime, you're getting ready to go to sleep. And what is it to lie down in your bed? What does it feel like? What are the clothes you're wearing? What is it like to put your head on the pillow, turn out the light, and go to sleep each evening in your home? Put your hand on your knee when you have that feeling state of going to bed each evening. And release that anchor. Take your hand off your knee. I want you to open your eyes. And now close your eyes once again. Go back to that relaxation time in your life. Whatever age you were at, wherever you are, whether it was summer vacation or just a trip you were taking, or whatever that was for you. When you are in that feeling state of deep relaxation and rest, I want you to put your index finger and thumb together again, pressing them together as you feel that deep state of rest and relaxation. You're lying on the beach, or you're lounging in the mountains on vacation, or wherever you are. You're on summer break from school when you were 10 years old or 16 or 22. You just sleep all day long if you wanted. And again, release that anchor. Open your eyes and close your eyes. And again, move to that imagery of you falling asleep at night. You're in your bed, your head's on your pillow. You've turned off the light. When you have that sense and that feeling, that imagining now that you're there in your bed, ready to go to sleep at night, put your hand on your knee. See what you see, hear what you hear, feel what you feel as you're in your bed in the evening with the lights turned off, head on your pillow. And again, you can release that anchor, take your hand off your knee. Once you open your eyes and close your eyes. And this time, once again, move back to that place where you felt that relaxation, that rest, that time when you felt you could just sleep all day and you felt so refreshed and energized because you're getting so much sleep. Whether that you're 10 years old or 16 or 22, wherever you were, whether you're on vacation or spring break, summer break from school, just lounging in your bed, feeling refreshed, sleeping as late as you like. Feel that deep feels of relaxation. Put your finger and thumb together. Fire that anchor. And now put your hand on your knee. Keep your fingers together, your finger and thumb together. Put your other hand on your knee. Bring back into your mental image you falling asleep in your bed at night, as you do every night. The bed you're asleep in tonight. Merge these two together. This feeling state of deep relaxation and rest, and feeling so refreshed in the morning. Merging these two together. And when you're ready, you can just open your eyes, return to this present moment. All right. So we're going to do one more process. That's a great one, that anchoring process to use as you're falling asleep. So just, you can move as you're falling asleep, have your index finger and thumb together, maybe even, your hand on your knees now that you've merged them together. And now we're going to do even a deeper relaxation exercise. And so it'll take about, we might go a little late, might take us till 5 after. But we're going to do I'll offer some suggestions for deep, restful sleep. There's so many different things that can cause sleep issues. I highly recommend seeing a doctor. That's what I did. So you were with us earlier, I was talking about my system seems to create cortisol in the afternoon. I turned 50 and things happen. So I take supplements for that, and it allows my system to turn off that cortisol so the melatonin can do its business in the evening. But as I was saying before, of course, this could be side effects of medication or a treatment you may be taking. But there's other things that you need to look at. And there's a lot more information about all this stuff on my website with the class notes. You just go aziht.com/sleep. But, make sure all the lights off in your room. Is there a ticking clock? Is a grandfather clock chiming every hour? Is there a bright alarm clock? Is the temperature okay for you? do you have that restless leg syndrome? You might need to see a doctor or acupuncturist or something about that. What's your caffeine intake? Are you drinking coffee, black tea, soda in the evenings? Caffeine lasts in your system about 12 hours. So you really want to be done with the caffeine around noontime. No screens. Find yourself a routine that you can have that allows your body to move into sleep. And there's a transition period to sleep. If you have kids, you know what I'm talking about. You have a 2-year-old, you need to transition that 2-year-old towards bed. And if that might be a bath and certain pajamas, and you read a book with soft light, and you sing a lullaby, you got to transition the 2-year-old into sleep. You need to do that for yourself too. And so, no screens half an hour before you want to go to sleep. If you, just for example, if you want to be asleep by 10 p.m., transition period starts at 9:30. No more screens, and especially don't be watching anything that's going to create anxiety. No horror films, no news. The world's on fire, as we know at this point, and so we get real anxious about what's going on with the news. Any sort of like thriller that may, get you like in a real tense spot. You don't need that adrenaline cortisol flowing through your body as you're trying to go to sleep. And so no screens, and that whole thing with the blue light. Not going to go deeply into that, but you need to find a way to transition into sleep. And don't, it might be hard to all of a sudden find that time to get that 8 hours of sleep if you're used to 5 or 6. So maybe start with an extra half an hour. If you're getting 6 hours of sleep, maybe tonight gets 6.5. And this is the hard decisions you're going to have to make about what are you going to start cutting. And that's the hard thing about this, because usually the things that have to be cut are the fun things, watching TV or hanging out with friends. And you may have to, set a limit on yourself. It's like I'm so tired at the end of the week. On Fridays, I don't go out with friends. I stay in and I maybe read a book, take a bath, take a hot shower, and move myself to bed at a decent hour. Another thing is have certain clothes that you're going to wear for bed. Don't wear the t-shirt that you're going to go to the gym in the next morning. Confuses the body, sends different signals. Have certain clothes you're going to wear, with a t-shirt, pajamas, or whatever you're going to wear. Have certain clothes you're going to wear for bed. Put them on as you're going to bed. That signals the body. It's that transitional period. So let's do one more process. Like I said, I might go a little bit over, but I'll put this, if you need to go, I will put this recording up on the website and let everybody know about it. I'm going to take a little more tea. So this process can be a little bit longer. Those other ones we were doing take only about 3, 4, 5 minutes. This one, we're going to take about 15 minutes to move through this process. We're going to do some relaxation. And this is similar to the recordings that you can find on that class notes page. So allow your body to relax and move deeply down into relaxation. Breathe in deeply, that deep breathing, signaling your body that you are safe. And you can go into relaxation. As your body relaxes and rests soundly, as you make yourself comfortable. And even your eyes begin to feel relaxed and comfortable, feeling heavier and heavier, like in times when you really want nothing more in that moment than to close your eyes. So if you haven't yet, you can gently close them now. Relax your eyelids fully and completely. Relax them so much they just won't work. And now send that relaxation you have around your eyes, all around your whole body. From the top of your head to the tips of your toes, that deep rest flowing all over. You find that nothing bothers you, nothing disturbs you. As you move into deep inner stillness, you're aware of you, you're aware of the sound of my voice. And you become so still as your body and mind settles down and begins to feel so calm and comfortable, safe and secure. As your attention starts to slowly, easily drift inwards, as you relax more and more now, you find comfort and ease moving throughout your whole body. And to move even deeper, relaxed, and become even more responsive to positive healing ideas. Think about relaxation coming into your scalp, forehead, and facial muscles. You are at ease, and you begin to feel a great wave of peace flow over you. Imagine a warm, relaxing feeling moving into your neck. Think about all your neck muscles becoming loose and limp. And now slowly and gently move warm relaxation into your shoulders, arms, and hands. Imagine now that you are resting. Your body feels loose and very comfortable. Imagine the muscles turning loose and limp, relaxing more and more. Your shoulders, arms, and hands are becoming pleasantly warm and relaxed. Move the comfortable, relaxing sensation down your back now. Imagine, sense, and feel that you're sending the warm, relaxing feeling into all the muscles of your back. Picture all your back muscles loosening and relaxing now. That's right. You're becoming more deeply relaxed and at peace now. Send the warm relaxation down your hips and legs. Slowly, easily, and gently. Imagine the relaxing sensation melting away any tension. As the warm, relaxing, comfortable feeling moves down into your legs. And send the relaxation down past your ankles now and into your feet. Your feet and toes are becoming more relaxed and comfortable now. Your subconscious mind is receptive and ready to act upon positive healing ideas. Just being in this hypnotic relaxation is healing for you. Enjoy this pleasant time as your body restores itself. And imagine now, only imagine now, imagine, sense, and feel walking down a beautiful path out in nature. This pathway, this place is just for you. You are the only one here, and you feel safe and secure, calm and comfortable. There's a beautiful blue sky, and the sunlight warms your skin. It is the perfect temperature. Light filtering through and around the trees. Feel the ground beneath your feet as you walk peacefully down this beautiful path. See the colors, hear the sounds as you breathe in and smell the fresh air. Slowly, easily, and gently. With each step you take, you go deeper and deeper relaxed. And up ahead in a beautiful field, you see a hot air balloon. It's big and colorful with a large basket underneath, and it's being held by a rope tied to a stake in the ground. This hot air balloon is there just for you, and you peacefully will walk to it. This hot air balloon is there just for you to put all your thoughts and feelings about your day and your life that you no longer need to deal with at the moment. Like baggage and luggage, you place these thoughts, feelings, mental activity into the basket. And it's large enough to hold everything you no longer need to think about or want to hold on to. By placing it in the basket, you're allowing your conscious mind to be done with it, and your subconscious mind to lovingly deal with your questions and find the perfect solutions. It's time for your conscious mind and your body to let go. Place it all in the basket, and when you're complete, untie the rope from that stake and allow the balloon to float away. Up, up, farther and farther, fades away, drifts away. The balloon moves farther and farther up, getting smaller and smaller, farther and farther up as it fades away, drifts away, as it heads towards the sun. And when it reaches the sun, it becomes part of the sun, returning to positive energy once again. And now, each evening, as you lie down and close your eyes, you feel a sense of peace and restfulness, and you relax deeper and deeper each evening. You feel yourself relaxing deeper and deeper with each breath when you lie down in the evening and put your head on your pillow. As you prepare for bed, a quietness of spirit begins to permeate your body and mind. Upon lying down, both your body and mind are ready to sleep. And shortly after you turn off the light and your head touches the pillow, you drift off into deep slumber each and every night. You easily go to sleep, a deep, natural sleep. As you cross over into sleep, you feel at peace with yourself and the world and everyone in it. You sleep soundly without interruption. During sleep, your mind is at peace. And each evening, after you've turned off the light and your head touches the pillow, your hands and feet begin to feel comfortably warm. Your hands and feet, arms and legs feeling heavier and heavier. And every night when you're ready to go to sleep, you allow your mind and body to rest deeply and peacefully through the night. After your head lies down on the pillow, touches the pillow, your arms and legs begin to feel warm and heavy, relaxing more and more. You become aware that your thoughts are drifting away, fading away, drifting away, fading away more and more. Because you realize it's time to rest your body and mind. It's time for deep, peaceful sleep. And each evening, when you turn off the light and your head touches the pillow, your arms and legs begin to feel warm and heavy, relaxing more and more. And you become aware that your thoughts are drifting away, fading away more and more. Because you realize it's time to rest your body and mind, it's time for deep, peaceful sleep. And when you get into bed, you turn off the light and your head touches the pillow. You fall asleep more and more easily each and every night until you don't even need to listen to the recordings. Your body and mind just know that when you get into bed and your head touches the pillow, you easily and effortlessly go to deep, peaceful sleep. In as little as 3 nights, your body and mind are reset to go to sleep easily and effortlessly. When you get into bed and your head touches your pillow, you turn off the light. And as your eyes close to go to sleep, your arms, hands, and legs feel heavy and comfortably warm. You're feeling calm and comfortable, safe and secure each and every night as you relax more and more. Your body rejuvenates, your mind refreshes, and you awake in the morning at the appropriate hour, feeling renewed and energized and deeply well rested, feeling absolutely brand new. And even if you have to use the bathroom during the night or there's any sort of emergency, you easily wake up and you make it to the bathroom. And afterwards, as soon as you lie back down again into your bed, you easily and effortlessly go back to sleep deeply and peacefully. You find more and more that you easily sleep through the night. You are able to fall asleep easily and sleep soundly each and every night. You simply relax once you've turned off the light and your head touches the pillow, and sleep overtakes your body and mind pleasantly and easily. You let go and allow your body and mind to rest once you've turned off the light and your head touches the pillow, and you go to sleep. Deep, sound, restful sleep. You fall asleep easily, you sleep through the night. You accept this, you do it. You go to sleep each and every night once you've turned off the light and your head touches the pillow. Every night you find it easier and easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. Once you turn off the light and your head touches the pillow, all tension is gone from your body and mind. And you continue to become more and more relaxed and at peace with yourself, the world, and everyone in it. More and more. And as you go deeper into relaxation, you're becoming aware of just how much you really do enjoy sleep. You look forward to sleeping easily and deeply each and every night. You anticipate quiet and restful sleep, which is so beneficial, so rewarding. Sleep is your friend of both your mind and body as it helps and heals you. You are totally enveloped in soothing and gentle, restful and peaceful deep sleep. Every living creature has a dormant period each day. Even flowers sleep at night, for sleep is nature's great restorer. You sleep like a log, soundly and deeply. Sleep bathes you in your entire being in total relaxation. A peaceful calm engulfs you and cradles you each evening once you turn off the light and your head touches the pillow. You are suspended on a heavenly cushion of soft tranquility each evening as you go to sleep. Each evening after you turn off the light and your head touches the pillow, you feel so calm and peaceful, so much at ease. You feel free, you feel rested, your mind and body respond easily and happily to gentle, restful sleep. And when you wake in the morning, you are invigorated, revitalized, rejuvenated by natural sleep, feeling alive and excited about your day. You sleep deeply, soundly, and continuously all night long. You thoroughly enjoy the restoring power of natural sleep, and every cell in your body is renewed, healed, and rejuvenated by deep, restful sleep. Every cell in your body has a perfect structure and functions to its full capacity each evening as you fall to sleep easily and effortlessly. Each cell filled up with the essence of love, health, and abundance. And now it's time to leave this place. As you walk back down the path, you're filled with gratitude and appreciation for taking this time. And you know you can return here anytime you like, and even if it's just for a few moments. And you can begin to drift back to the room feeling refreshed, replenished, and energized. And the healing energy continues to flow throughout your whole body as your mind accepts all the suggestions given here. And you experience the immediate healing transformation now. And in a moment when it's time to come out of hypnosis, your body, mind, and spirit will be renewed, rejuvenated, refreshed, and well rested. You feel confident, grounded, energized, and secure. And as you move about your day, you are aware of the permanent changes made here today during this class. Know you have done well, and it's so much easier to go to sleep in the evening and sleep peacefully and deeply through the night. As you become aware of the natural confidence deep within you, you effortlessly and easily go to sleep each and every night once you've turned off the light and your head touches the pillow. You move into deep, peaceful, easy sleep each and every night, more and more, each and every night. Notice how good it is to have made these changes, to have taken this time to make these permanent changes within you now. And as you listen to the recordings, as you go to sleep, your body and mind move easily and effortlessly into sleep. And you sleep peacefully and deeply all night long. All these ideas have made a permanent impression on your responsive subconscious mind. They become your everyday experience now. You feel joyful, free, and grateful that you use the power of your subconscious mind to reach your sleep goals, to achieve your sleep goals. And this awareness, this feeling empowers you even more and fuels a rapid growth of your already thriving relationships, health, and life. And now I'm going to count to 5 and then say fully alert. As I do, bring yourself out of hypnosis on 5. Open your eyes. You feel rested, refreshed, relaxed. And your mind accepts all the suggestions given here and you experience the immediate transformation. 1. Slowly, calmly, easily, and gently returning to your full awareness once again. 2. Each muscle and nerve in your body feels loose, limp, and relaxed. You feel wonderfully good. 3, from head to toe, feeling perfect in every way, physically perfect, mentally perfect, emotionally calm and serene. 4, your eyes begin to feel sparkling clear as if bathed in cool spring water. And 5, eyes open, fully aware and alert. Fill up your lungs. Start to move, stretch, return to the present moment, return to the room that you're in, the chair you're sitting on, or the couch, or the bed you're in. Feeling your body, returning to the present moment. As you breathe in, you fill up your lungs, start to move, feeling absolutely brand new, refreshed, and renewed. So that's it for our class. We went a little over, so I super appreciate everyone sticking with this, and I'll get the recording up soonishly. Again, go to the class notes page, which is that link aziht.com/sleep. And you'll find some recordings there that you can download that help you move off into sleep. They don't have that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fully awake at the end, of course. They just go move you off into deep sleep. But it does have that body scan, that progressive muscle relaxation. It does have I think it might even have a 20 count, if I remember correctly. And then it does, you'll see one recording it has that hot air balloon visualization just to get rid of your stuff. Another recording it doesn't have that, it just moves off into the sleep suggestions and just slowly fades off. And, listen to that for a few nights. And there's nothing in it that your sleep partner can't hear. So you're more than welcome to use that. There's some more information about sleep on there. And also those exercises we did at the beginning, the 3, 2, 1 reset, the 4, 6, 8, and the heart coherence. It goes into those in more detail and reminds you how to do those. So if you only take one thing away from this class, again, as you're falling asleep, don't ruminate about all the things that have gone wrong in your day, that gone wrong in your week, gone wrong in the year, or that argument you had, or that phone call, or that text, or whatever. Because that, again, that's stirring up, and you're going to get that loop thinking going. You won't stop your thoughts. The cortisol will start getting produced, which will override the melatonin that will put you into deep sleep. You'll have that adrenaline going in your body. Again, the mind can't tell the difference between what's real and what's imagined. So if you're going over that argument you had with somebody at work or family or friend or on the internet or whatever, it's as if you're back in there, just like the Olympic athletes mentally rehearsing. So do one of those exercises, the 3, 2, 1 reset or the heart coherence, and move your body into the parasympathetic nervous system. Listen to the recordings as you're doing the 3, 2, 1 reset, creating that oxytocin, that serotonin, that dopamine, steeping, marinating your body in the feeling state of compassion, gratitude. When you wake up in the morning, make one of the first things 3, 2, 1 reset. Again, looking for that blue Prius. Set your reticular activating system to look for things to be thankful for, for things that you can care about and feel happy about. So that's it. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I knew there's probably 20 other things you could be doing right now, so I appreciate you spending some time with me. My email is right there. If you need any, if you have any questions, sorry, some people are messaging me and I'm sort of reading it. Thank you so much for being here. And email me if you have any questions, even if like later on in the week. I love talking about this stuff. So have a happy, wonderful day, and I will hopefully see you soon. Bye, everyone.